So we have already covered the first two, continuity at a point and continuity of common functions. Now let's do some questions for removable discontinuity. So question 1, h of x is, okay, we have two equations over here. H is continuous, so it's a continuity problem. For all values of x above minus x, find k. Whenever we have to find a variable k or any other, then it would be a question of removable discontinuity. So you have to take x, which is parallel to the k value, and substitute in this equation. Please make sure that this other part, x is greater than equal to 26, and over here these are of no use, they are just there for your distraction. So if I substitute, I will get minus 1 plus 26 under root minus 5 divided by minus 1 plus 1, which is 25 under root minus 5 divided by 0, which is same as 5 minus 5 divided by 0, which is 0 divided by 0. Now we know that whenever we have a 0 divided by 0, we have to manipulate the equation to find the answer. The first step is to try taking common, which we can't do in either the numerator or the denominator. Now, if you remember, we had learned three techniques of solving an algebraic question, and we learned that whenever we have an under root, then most probably we'll have to apply the manipulation technique of conjugate. So let's apply that. We learned that we will simply take the value with the under root minus, minus 5 divided by x plus 1, and we will multiply it with a conjugate above and below. So x plus 26 under root, and here we will change the sign and make it plus 5 divided by under root x plus 26 plus 5. Now if you remember, we said that we'll only simplify the expression which has the under root initially, so we'll leave the denominator as it is, and in the numerator, if we simplify, we will get x plus 26 under root square minus 5 square divided by the same x plus 1 and under root x plus 26 plus 5. Now this will become x plus 26 minus 25 divided by x plus 1 under root x plus 26 plus 5, which is the same thing as x plus 1 divided by x plus 1 and under root x plus 26 plus 5. Now here you can see that you can simply cancel off x plus 1, and we'll be left with 1 divided by under root x plus 26 plus 5. Now if you substitute for x again, the same x is equal to minus 1, not the other one, which I told you is of no use except for distracting you. We will get 1 divided by negative 1 plus 26 under root plus 5, which is 1 divided by under root 25 plus 5, which is 1 divided by 5 plus 5, which is the same thing as 1 divided by 10. So 1 over 10 is your answer. Let's solve for another question. So we have two equations and it is a continuity problem, and we have a variable k as well. So it's a removable discontinuity problem. We'll simply take this x and substitute over here, and this other one does not matter. So we'll have 15 0 divided by 0 cube plus 3 into 0, which is simply 0 divided by 0 plus 0, which is 0 divided by 0. Now as we have got 0 divided by 0, we will jump to step 2. The first part is to try taking something common. So in the numerator we cannot take anything common, so we'll have 15x. In the denominator we can take x common, and we'll have x squared plus 3, and here we can simply cancel off x, and we will get 15 divided by x squared plus 3. And now if we substitute for x again, we will get 15 divided by 0 plus 3, which is 15 divided by 3, which is simply 5. So 5 is your answer. Now the same question can also be asked with only a single equation, and it would be something like this. Let h of x is equal to this equation when x is not equal to 3, and we see here that it is continuous, so it is a continuity problem for all x is greater than equal to negative 12. Find h of negative 3. So we see that this part is the one which is of no use to the question. We will simply substitute negative 3 in the equation. Then the same, we will get 0 divided by 0. Then we can see that the conjugate is being applied. We will apply the conjugate manipulation technique, and then we will find the answer. Let's summarize what we have learned up till now in continuity. So we have covered the entire continuity. First, we went over the graphical part and then the algebraic part. And the algebraic part in detail, we saw that there were three types of questions. Number one, continuity at a point, where we simply see left should be is equal to right. We would have two equations, and this would be the format of the question. Number two, continuity of common functions. We saw which functions are continuous for all real numbers and which are not. And number third, removable discontinuity, which was similar to what we learned in calculating limits, that usually the answer would come out to be 0 divided by 0, and one of the following three techniques would apply. A square minus b square is equal to a plus ba minus b. This one where 3 square can be written as 2x plus 1x, and the third one is a conjugate, which we also practiced. That is all in the topic continuity.